GM, welcome to this special Friday edition of the Fantasy Top Deck Building Series. I'm your host, Carpenter of Web3. Alongside me, as always, Big Brain Frog HK. HK, how are you?
Yeah, doing well. Good to have you on a Friday again. As I told you last time, I do prefer it, but no, I'm excited for this episode. We've got Merp on, and looking forward to it. How's it going, Merp?
I'm good, bro. Thank you.
Yeah, super excited to have you here. And we kind of talked a little bit in the green room prior to the the episode going live. So I wanted to ask you. So you're a player or a hero that started playing more recently. What was what kind of got you to start playing fantasy here recently?
Well, I logged in once, like I don't know, like a year ago or something, and then to like activate it or whatever, when Travis told me that I would become, or asked me if I wanted to become a hero, and then I just never used it, never did anything on Blast, and then it's just been so long, and you guys are still building that I figured that good things must be being built, and I didn't have to deal with Blast ETHs anymore, and like base is more convenient. And so it seemed to make sense. So I deposited like, I don't know, there's like 4 ETH in the wallet or something. I feel like that's probably, I don't need to spend that much, but I have no idea. So
yeah, so it's as a long time, like HK and I both have been, most of viewers know that we've been here since testnet. We're about as fantardio as they become, you can be, right? But so we love hearing, that they've got another top hero that's actually playing the game, and also the reason behind it, right? And fantasy is very, very sticky, and also really love hearing the fact that moving away from Blast kind of was a little bit of that deciding factor too, that you didn't want to have your ETH on Blast, and it's a lot better to have it on something more sustainable.
It's not like that I really cared about having it on Blast. Like, I mean, my size is not size or whatever, but it's just annoying. So
yeah, it definitely feels better even for myself, and a lot of just to have it off, right, HK?
No, I think a lot of the trading I do was already on base because of virtuals and stuff. So just having to keep bridging between Blast and base. You're right. It's that extra step that you don't want to have to keep doing, right? So yeah, no, I'm with you there. I think a lot of people have shared the same sort of same sentiment, as in a holding when it's on Blast. Even though it's not that much different, it's just it's Blast, right? But now that it's on base, you've got a lot of things happening on base currently, so it just makes sense to hold most I hold most of my ETH on base, actually. Yeah,
absolutely. Is it all right if I bring your screen up, Merp? Perfect. All right, we're sharing Merp's screen here.
These are all the cards that I have, I think.
Perfect. I love to see is the legendary Merp, which is so there for a while. This is something I kind of wanted to touch on that just came to my mind. So there for a while, you were a legit, like, a must-have, especially for like gold and silver decks. And
people were also telling me this, which was also piquing my interest because it seemed like it could be like symbiotically reflexive.
Yes, because you were getting like botted, right? Is that kind of like...
Yeah. Like I was talking a bunch of shit about Bob Laxative, and I guess he didn't like that. But now he's
Laxative, I love it.
It's fine. So now my internet presence won't get botted, probably.
Yeah,
probably. Like, I don't know. Maybe he's like somehow listening to this somehow.
Oh god,
that guy.
Yeah, because I remember like HK and I in like an early, because we've been doing this since December, and I remember like when we're kind of reformatting my portfolio in the early days, going from bronze to, or from like just a bronze silver player into like more of a gold player and farmer. He was like, "You've got to get some merps, right?" And this was pre like bot
Nice.
stuff or pre-botting, and then ended up holding on to some of your commons as like, that was something that no one foreseen coming. And then like I love seeing now that like you're back, and what's even better is like you're playing now too. And so like you have that legendary card that is, again, like as you can see there, like you scored 50 right now, you're sitting at 53rd, which is the top third of all heroes. And then you're getting that legendary gets you 1,600 points.
Mhm.
And then based on I know in the agreement you kind of had asked what these points were underneath. And so like a common is like the base points, right? So like the highest you can get as a common is 1,000 points. And right now, I'm
Okay.
actually going to pitch this to HK because HK will be way more technical. Do you want to take over from here, HK, on the
Yeah.
multiplier?
Yeah, no, that's fine. So as you can see, you've got common cards at the bottom there. A rare card would give you 1.5 times what a common card would give you. So let's say you score
Okay.
600 points.
Yeah.
Rare card would be 900. And epic would be 2 times the common card,
Okay.
right? And then legendary would be 2.5 times, right? So you get 2.5 times your actual points in the tournament. So it's quite big, right? And a lot of the heroes are utilizing that one legendary and playing a few cards with it
Yeah.
to play in the elite league and just pick up easy rewards, basically.
Okay.
Yeah. Because with
What's the difference between these two cards, right? Like, is there
So
a difference here, or is this
those
just like a bundle of 4 of them?
oh, like the Rootify?
Yeah, like there's
So
2.
are you
these.
familiar with like Pokemon or Magic or any of that? Like how they have their special edition borders?
Yeah, yeah.
That's what this is. It's
Okay.
like something that like myself as being a huge like Magic the Gathering and like card collector.
Uh-huh.
And then we have multiple other ones in the community. We thought it would be like we aren't the reason it happened, but they listened it out, and like this is like the test. I believe those are test nets, right? HK.
Okay.
And then there's like other
Yeah.
ones too. There's like Monad versions. There's a few other ones.
Yeah, so you can see that the top, you see Testnet, Classic, Legacy, and
Oh,
Monad,
that
right?
Legacy, that's where it is.
So you have a few
You
different
know what you guys
versions.
should do? You guys should do what Monad just did, but like well, I was gonna say Hyperliquid, but like airdrop to wallets that are active on Hyperliquid and Fantasy Top because it's EVM now, but
Nice.
that's not like social, so it's not the same thing. So ignore I said that, but
Well, no,
something
you
like
actually
that
got
would be
my
interesting.
yeah, you actually got my brain turning. I was gonna have the Clippers clip that.
But I mean, I don't know. The thing about like the everything in our space is like the way that things used to work is like you'd go to a new chain and people either made a lot of money or like a few people made all the money, and then when people together collectively made a lot of money, you could just like go to that place and people bid things like crazy because everyone's rich relative to like other ecosystems. So if like you want to get more people to come to base, right, and play like Fantasy Top, then you should just try to acquire the richest users of blockchains, which is like Hyperliquid airdrop recipients.
Yes, clip that, please, Clippers. I'm gonna send that to Travis. Yeah,
because everybody else is like poor now, right? If you believed in Sol like for too long, then you're probably not like too stoked. ETH coins, like ETH is up like 12% today or whatever, and like the on-chain shit coins, like nobody even cares about them. And so it's like this old thing that used to be true is no longer true, and a lot of people are like suffering a lot because they thought that the market would just operate like that again. But
absolutely, that's what I love. Right out of that, we're literally not even 10 minutes into the show, and you've already got my like. Yeah, you've mixed it up. I like you got 710 saying interesting, who is the business lead and part of the core team. Well, he's business lead, but he also does like everything else. He does a little bit of everything. Except like
Classic.
I think he even's helping dev some stuff now. Who knows? He does everything. But yeah, you definitely like that's a very good point. You got Frog Leader here saying, no, it's a good idea to let everyone kind of min a card. You don't get the new people in here. We are not poor, we are pre-rich. Girl, he was saying that people in here is yeah. Oh yeah, girl is awesome. It's a guy, but yeah.
Where are
So
these comments? This is on the Twitter page, or
yeah, it's
like
on
the
our
Twitter stream?
it's on the
Okay.
broadcast. Yep, and then
Yeah.
we're able to pin them here, and then I think you should be able to see them here too. You can go up to comments on the right hand side. You should be
Okay,
able to read those.
interesting.
Yep. And then like so it'll also show the comments from YouTube as well because we're multi-streaming.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's nice. We don't get a lot of I don't push the YouTube yet because it's still kind of growing. So generally most of our viewers come from X, which is pretty normal for crypto Twitter based content.
Yeah. I figured.
So what have your decks been looking like here lately since you've been who you've been pairing with your legendary?
That was the only one I did this week. I just forgot to do the other ones actually.
Okay.
But like, where do I see my decks?
So
like history.
Go to Merp.
If you
go back to your profile, and then go to competitions right there.
You could have seen it in the other. It was already there, basically.
Oh yeah, because he hasn't done the other. Oh yeah, because he hasn't done a whole lot yet.
So this is the one that I did for the very last one.
That's pretty good for. We can get that higher for sure though.
I think Stoic.
We gotta get Stoic out.
I have to take out Sto and Guru. They're both just like retired.
So. Yeah, you gotta get both those out. And Icebergy too, to be honest. Icebergy's okay.
I like Iceberg. I like Bergie's tweets a lot though, and so it's like that's why.
See, that's what's fun about this,
but
right?
It's not. I mean, it's like just because I like the substance in his tweets doesn't mean that I should be bullish on them getting more reach than other tweets.
I love your thought process.
I mean, I know this, but like I think I got it, and then like I just like went to the marketplace and saw like the cards, bought like the floor cards that I saw for like, I don't know, like 0.2 ETH or something. So I could start playing.
Right. Fair enough,
what do you have for fragments? If you go to shop, you have
fragments. I have 0 because people were yelling at me to spend them. So
okay, good. So you spun them.
I was
go to shop
buying. I just bought the jade ones. I think I may have bought like 1 sapphire, and then I was like, this is a scam. And then just bought the jade.
Yeah, always go with jades.
I got one of the gold ones too, like before they sold out.
Oh, nice. Who'd you pull from them? We all kind of sniped.
I have no idea. I can't remember. Will it show me?
It won't. I mean, it would, but it'd take a long time to find it in your activity. So do you kind of want to how we usually do this is we kind of like go through and we can optimize your portfolio to get you a top. Well, let me rewind a minute. So is your
I mean, for me, I just like to know what the fuck all this stuff
That's
is.
better. Let's go. Perfect.
So I can just like make my own decisions.
There we go. Love it. That's actually really nice. Okay, so HK, I'm going to start with, why don't you start us off? Where do you think the best place to start is?
Yeah.
Wait, show me one of your decks, maybe. Like, and then tell me why it's like how it is.
Okay. Here we go.
Yeah.
We'll go. We'll take turn. We'll each share. Here, I'll throw a deck into silver. Or wait, no. Yeah, silver.
Or like something in the past and just like walk me through thought process and then explain like the statistics and like multipliers, why some cards underperform versus overperform.
Yes,
I actually like that a lot.
I'd say just start off by showing what the different competitions are, because the strategy starts off with which competitions you want to enter, right?
Okay.
Yep. So
the reverse is like who will do the worst.
Yes, correct. And you can only have one of each rarity, except for common, and the multipliers are opposite.
So every week, does somebody who wins that just like buys themselves, like plays themselves, and then just doesn't tweet.
There are people like that. Like Makesy
There are people that
does that as a strategy.
What's the EV of doing that? Like,
Yep.
that's kind of
You could-
intriguing. But then
Yeah.
you fuck everyone else over, and they'd stop buying your cards, and then they would get tilted, and then like
Yeah.
lose out.
That's kind of what Evan Van Ness did for a little bit. Like he tried.
And he was
doing
playing
it.
himself on the
Yeah.
reverse. That's
Yep, and
funny.
then forgot to tell
Maybe
us.
he just like was like, I'm not gonna tweet anyways, so I might as well.
Yep. Makesy actually does that on purpose. He goes 1 week on, 1 week off.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's got, but he lets
And
everyone
that
know.
like disrupts your statistics, or he just does that as a strategy.
A strategy that he's done for months, and probably
Okay.
like well
It-
over 6 months, and it works really well for him.
Somebody mentioned that name. They're like, you should do the Makesy strategy.
No, do not do the Makesy. Please don't.
Okay. I was like, what the fuck is that?
There's people that want you to do that, so it screws up like some
The
stuff.
other people.
Yes.
the Merp maximalists. They want
Yes.
to fuck them over.
Yes.
Okay, then I can't do that. Then obviously.
Yeah. I think
So-
It's not on the table. But
How it-
do go through periods of like time where I just have no desire to tweet as well.
Yep. Absolutely. And then so we'll kind of start since we started with reverse. Like the bronze is 18 star cap, and then you can only use this is like what I would say is one of the more one is like most user friendly because expense wise, but it's also a bunch of strategy, right? Because no matter how much, like you can't buy your way into winning these. Like even if you have a Greg, generally you're not throwing a Greg in this deck anyways.
Fucking Greg, dude. I don't like that account. I will never buy a Greg, even if it's the best card out.
I've sold my Greg when I had him.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got his rare. His rare's pretty much carrying me in silver.
He just prints money for you. Fuck.
His
His tweets are so cringe, though.
They definitely are cringe.
Yeah, I probably don't even look at what he posts. I just see his score, and it's like 900 to 1,000 every week. So
Sometimes
Ah.
it gaps the field, like gaps it,
yeah,
like bad. And silver's where like a lot of, I would say it's where a little more price money comes into it, but not really like even that much because you can have up to 3 rares. Only 23 star max, so it changes, right? So every Thursday when the tournament ends, and the tournaments go from Monday to Thursday, 10 a.m. Oh, pardon me, Eastern to 10 a.m. Eastern, right? Monday through Thursday, and then the stars based on how they did, Thursday to Thursday is. So even when the tournament's not going, their tweets still count for like where they scored, and there's like a certain like equation or like how they all get made, like certain percent, which we can go deep into that, but that's for another day. But yeah, there's 8 through 1 stars, and you can only use 23 of them.
Yeah.
So this one is really strategy based as well, because you can have generally like on these HK and I both go with like higher end rares, and then like higher end rares and then have your lower end commons because of they get the multiplier, right?
Mm-hmm.
We won't put a deck in yet because we actually need to continue to go through these. And then gold is you can have up either 2 epics, and every league you can have as many commons as you want, but 4 rares, 2 epics, and then that's it for this 25 star max. And this is where I start farming a lot, like because if you look at your rewards, where are they? They're right over here. This one here is generally, and we'll show you the malt sheet too, or it's called the fantasy sheets, which is, it sounds like you're someone who likes the numbers, likes the statistics. That would be perfect for you. That's where I go. A lot of us go to kind of see, because I try to get, HK and I both try to get at least, well, I think each year's get more, but I try and get 150 fragments per deck minimum. And so like you can see on there each week about what it's going to take, and based on weeks prior, how many points you're going to need, right, to get into the like top 300.
Yeah.
And so I'll do 4 rares and 1 common. And last week I was really close to being in the top 300 with just the extra common. I don't play any epics. I am probably going to, like, my first epic will either be you or intern or Bo.
thanks.
So HK broke our promise and started getting epics.
Oh.
That's because he became a hero though, so I don't blame him. And then this is the most, like, this is where whales hang out, is elite.
Yeah.
This is it. Up until 2 weeks ago, this was Otto's kingdom. He went 10. I think what was his streak? He had like 14 in a row.
No. He's only ever done
First
maximum.
place.
No. I know it was at least 10.
No, it's not
In a
10.
row.
It was 5,
Let
and
me
then someone
see.
else won, and then it was another 5.
He did have
and then
one
someone else
breakup.
won.
Yeah, that's what
And then
it
was 6 is his highest, I think. So he's won
Okay.
like in total like 16, I think, or more. I think.
Okay. There was a
but
breakup.
there was a bit of a breakup in every few
like
tournaments.
5 or 6.
Yeah. There was because every few tournaments something crazy happens, right?
Yeah, you're
and
right.
Like a unexpected hero scores in the top 10, right? So then, I think Otto's deck is built on 5 heroes that all score pretty much at the top, right? So
yeah, because he has multiple decks in the top also.
Yeah.
But I like seeing other people, and what I like is, so we had ICO Beast on a while back, and it's really nice seeing a hero. He was in the running for, I think he finished top 3, but he was in the running to win this week there at the end. So it's really cool seeing a hero take advantage of their card and end up doing that well, which is really, like, I think who else was doing it? Serpentax we had on last week. He's trying to do the same thing. He's trying to build up, which Otto's actually trying to help him, like explaining to him, kind of what it's like, what legendaries to get. And a lot of them, since there's so few legendaries, you need to like basically burn and get your way up to it. And then I'm going to pitch it to you, HK, to take over. Sorry, I did 710 back, sorry.
All right, okay. What I'll do is, so Merp, I'll show you what I do in terms of strategy.
Yeah, let me take myself down.
Process, right? Mine is slightly built to optimize all my inventory, right? I don't like keeping cards unused, right? Which can happen, right? Let me see. Can you see my screen?
Yep, you're up.
Right, see, look, there's like someone in the comments. He's like, "Here's your chance to convert Merp to go Makesy strategy."
No, we're not these strategies. Get out of here. Go on, get.
But yeah, I play silver. I try competing in silver, right? I've got the Greg rare and the Ansem rare. Those are two of the better cards, right? Unipix, Bonkai, whatever. John Wang's been a good card lately.
Yes.
And then what I tend to do is, obviously I've got my own legendary card as well, like yourself. I've actually built a few decks here. 1 second.
Have you built your legend? I think that might be good for you to go through your legendary, like your process of how you do yours, since you're also a hero that scores in the same kind of range.
Yeah, let me just refresh. I don't think I can see my cards. 1 second.
Well, it looks like you have a bunch of decks that you started and then took out and didn't finish.
Yeah. It's just
I know why you're doing. I know why you're doing it, but at least that's why I assume why you're doing it.
No. These are my farming decks. Like, it's nothing wrong.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
I thought you were doing that weird thing.
I'm trying to refresh because it wasn't showing the cards in this deck. Yeah, you can see them there at the bottom. So I've got Merp Epic, right? So I picked that up as soon as you told me, right? John Wang Epic, and he's been one of the best performing heroes in the last 3 or 4 tournaments, right? On average. Free, he's kind of been shilling troll token, right? In the last pretty much month or two, and his score's kind of going up. And then I recently picked up Inten Epic last week, actually, because Monad TGE, right? Or mainnet, whenever it's coming. But it seems like it's coming in September, right? So what I tend to do is I've got my own legendary. I play 4 epics with the legendary. And my aim is to try finishing in the top 100, top 75 every week in Elite. So yeah, that's my thought process behind my Elite deck. But yeah, I tend to try a lot more in silver, as in trying to win, because I feel it's usually my It's usually where I'm more comfortable because there's a bit more strategy involved, as in you only have a 23-star cap and you
Yeah.
only can play three rares, right? So you have to think a bit more about how you go about selecting your deck, and also think which heroes are others not going to be playing, right? You want to have that differential, but obviously not risk it too much, because obviously you have heroes at the start. You mentioned, like, what's your thought process behind which heroes are good and which aren't. You have heroes that are consistently good, like Greg, Ansem. They're going to be on the timeline pretty much every day, right? But then you have the Pump Fund founder, Alon, however you want to say it. He's kind of posting every 1, 2 days, 3 days. But when he does post, it usually gets a lot of engagement, right? So that's when a card like Alon, he's a 7-star, and let's say Greg's an 8-star, he could potentially be crucial when it comes to deciding who wins the Silver League, right? But yeah, that's essentially the sort of thought process behind like the star cap leagues. You kind of have to think which heroes that are 6 or 7-star that might outperform like your 8-star heroes, right? But like I said, it gets harder when you get into bronze, because all of a sudden you only have 18 stars to play with, and it's only common cards, right? So like, for example, this week, Fejao was on holiday last week, I think, or vacation. So he kind of dropped to a 5-star. He's usually a 7, 8-star.
Okay.
As you can see, his 24-hour chart, as you can see, he was kind of 0, 0, 0, 0, because he wasn't, I think he was on vacation somewhere, right? Then he came back, and you can see that his score is more closer to 700, 800, right? So as a 5-star, he'd be good for bronze, because he only takes up 5 out of your 18 stars. Whereas
Yeah.
if I put Nick in, who did well last week, right? I only have 10 more stars to play with, right? So you've got all of a sudden you've got less depth in your bronze lineup. Whereas if you put a 5-star and another maybe Rasma, you still have 7 stars to play with. So you with these star capped leagues, you kind of have to have that thought process, as how can you like keep your deck strong throughout 1 to 5, rather than whereas with elite, there's no star cap, right? You can pretty much put in any card, any
How much does
star.
it cost to be competitive in Elite, or is it more randomized than you would think?
It's actually, I mean, it does cost a good amount. I would say so you have a advantage, right? You have one legendary already. I know Wales has built something slowly, putting in money, making upgrades to elite, and really like doing the burns. It could cost quite a bit. I don't know the exact number. It's probably pretty high.
If I look at the marketplace, right? So you've got a legendary to compete with Otto at the top. You probably need
5 legendaries,
another 4 legendaries, unless you have an epic Greg, right? Who's pretty much strong numbers, right?
Or a dip or an Ansem.
Yeah, or a dip wheeler. Ansem's been a bit on and off.
Oh
recently,
yeah, never mind. Ignore him.
But
I
think he's just having a bit of a break from in the summer, right?
Socials.
I do think he's going to be active again. I'm pretty sure he invested in Monad as an early investor, so I'm pretty sure he's going to start bull posting that as well soon, right? But like, as you can see, the legendaries currently listed. There's not the bids and the listing price are quite spread, right? So it's hard to get a good value. Like your legendaries actually got a good bid on it given the listing, so it's 0.7 ETH. Someone's bid on it, and 1 ETH is the listing, right? So ideally, you do.
Who's this listing? Like, who is that listing by? Because it's not mine that I.
Other people do have your legendaries.
Yeah.
Like there's so if you click on your card, you can actually see how many legendaries there are. So
go to holders. Or no, you need to click his actual card. Click his card. Like click it and then click that right there. And then it should take you. Is it not working for you? Let me see it.
It's loading. Yeah, it's loading.
Oh, it's loading. Okay.
Yeah, there's 10 of them.
10 epics or legendaries. I wonder if it's
legendaries.
Okay. There's 10. Oh, it's because his inflation was high there for a while. Well, no, it wouldn't have kicked out legendaries. People probably just.
There's 10 legendaries. Wow. Okay.
Holy cow!
I didn't think there'd be that much.
Those people are cooking now.
Yeah.
Well, and because he's good enough that people aren't gonna burn him. You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
yeah.
So another thing, Merp, is do you know how your card you were on private, right?
Yeah.
And then because your score all of a sudden just hit, you start scoring low because of your being on private. Your card inflation becomes higher, which means you're more likely to be packed, right? And I think you were on private for, I think it was like a 2 month period, right, where it was pretty much you weren't posting as much.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and so that means your card is printed more. So then your card price went a bit more down, and that meant more people were buying it, which meant it was easier to make a legendary, which is why there's 10, right?
Mhm.
Whereas a hero like Greg, there's no legendary. There's 0 at the moment. The Clem, I think there's maybe 2.
We know Walls made one.
legendaries. And I think Otto's about to make one, right? So I think there's 2 at the moment. John Wang, there's 3. He owns
I can't
one.
believe there's not more of him.
Machi and Tiger, is it? Not Chase Coleman, I think that's the tag. Yeah.
Yeah, but Machi doesn't even play anymore, does he?
I know, but that's the thing. So like those 2 don't play anymore, and they haven't.
So
they still have the cards on blast. So which means
they gotta
no
bridge
one's
him over.
no one's really gonna ever have a John Wang legendary unless they get lucky, right?
Yeah.
Cards been burnt, basically.
Yeah, cards have been burned, and now he's become like a top hero. His inflation's gone lower, which means
your inflation now has leveled out, and you're back to like a super low inflation though, Merp. Due to recently, like your inflation, you can see right there is it's 2.8. So you're the lowest you can be is a 1. So yours is super low now. So I think over time you will kind of level out because people will be burning you to level you up. I know I took 5 commons off. Well, actually, I've taken 10 commons off to make your rares.
Yeah, I have an epic and 2 rares at the moment, I think.
I think I'm gonna make his rare or make his epic.
I think the price, as you can see, the price has kind of
been going up.
2x in how many days? 2 weeks, right? And then epics you won't get much sales, but ideally you just look at the commons so you can kind of see your price being.
Yeah.
You know, today I saw a few people sweep at 0.008. So yeah, so it's definitely gone up. So
a few people, he says, he's like looking at one of them.
Yep. See, I definitely slept early this morning for like 0.007.
Nice.
I see them that low. I was like, I'm getting them. I should have done 10.
So what should I do with these like birdie cards and like the cards and the stow cards? You just
let me pull your page up. Let me drop HK real quick. Where is HK? Yep. Remove HK. Bring you up. So like, I would recommend selling them to get ETH to be able to bid. So one thing I'll say to like someone who's newer to like buying like the marketplace of fantasy is something I've seen and I've even been guilty of as someone who's been in the marketplace a long time is definitely always take the time to check before you decide to like you want to buy an epic or a rare. Always check and see if it's cheaper to buy 5 of the lower rarity, right? Because there's been multiple times where people will buy a rare and then go back and look and be like, oh crap, I just overpaid. I could have bought the lower one upgraded and had that chance for a skip.
For sure.
Especially at epics.
Yeah. I actually think Merp, you should burn a few of those common cards for frags because I don't think they would fetch you much and they're not good cards, right?
Oh, I was talking about the rare and the epic.
Yeah, it's fucking 0 points. Who the fuck is this?
That's a good reverse card. Is who that is.
He was shilling keyboard cat coin. Keyboard cat coin he was shilling for like a few months and then
it disappeared.
now he's not posting. Must have retired off it or something.
He deleted his account.
Yeah.
Jay used to be a good account.
Damn.
And then this stuff happened.
Yeah.
I've never played a reverse deck ever.
I'm gonna win this game. Nani, he's retarded. Will win.
And it's good to have that multiplier.
Told me that he's I've told him that I bought a card. And then I was like, you need to do good tweets now. And he was like, well, I'm going AFK for like 10 days. Sorry, buck up.
Clip it, guys.
So
we got some alpha. Merp's bringing the alpha.
Merp, I'd put Ryan Salkis in this.
Yeah, because he's AFK for 10 days.
Okay.
No, I need a 5-star rare, so you get multiplier there. So
Man, you might win. You'll do really well with these rarities in here.
don't put
Why-
yourself in.
Don't put yourself in, please. If we watch him live put himself in, we know he's definitely not.
Why
putting
does it have me at the top here? And then like, or why
It's
can I
because of
play the
multiplier.
legendary?
It's
Because
it's-
your highest multiplier.
Oh,
legendaries have a multiplier as well. So
It's divided by instead of times by in reverse.
yeah, correct. Yeah.
interesting. Okay.
So I would say Lawrence is still away right now. Lawrence would be
I
away.
would-
But now you have to
Yeah,
find something big enough to put. Actually, maybe not Lawrence because you got to have enough cards. You have to have 18
Oh,
stars.
it's because of the
or
star
more.
restrictions. That's why
Yeah,
they're all blurred out.
It's a minimum threshold for reverse, whereas with the other leagues is a cap. So
Yeah. Oh,
in reverse,
interesting.
you can't just play so that people
The worst
can't just play the bottom
pass.
cards basically, right? Yeah, I wouldn't actually play reverse. I think those
You
commons are
said you
probably
wouldn't play reverse.
given the cards that you have, right? Because
Oh, okay.
you kind of need to buy
What
cards.
about this guy? He's like the sickest one.
Yeah, I'd burn him actually. I don't think.
Yeah, you have a lot of commons you can burn, and then you can spin or not spin. Do some jades.
No loyalty. How do
Have
you
you
burn?
have you used a burn feature before or first time?
I think I bought a bunch of Merp cards and then like turned them into the epic one or something.
Oh, so
That's
you
leveling
have
up.
to level
So
up. Yeah,
next
there's
you level up,
and then
it says burn on the right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then just click the cards you want to burn. So like
So
click
Just
here.
all of them.
the whole first row,
The
except
whole
for
first row probably.
yeah, actually the whole first
Yeah.
row and the whole not the whole second row. I'd do the first three, skip legendary, and then pre-rich.
I mean, I'd skip. I'd probably ban legendary as well, just because of he's not going to play bronze, is he? Do you plan on playing bronze, Merp?
Yeah,
I have
if you
no
don't,
idea.
because I know he said he kind of wanted to for us to teach him so he could learn
Nice. Yeah, do
and kind of
pre-rich.
be able to put his decks in.
So like
Pre-
what do you think is when it comes to like the value of playing each tournament relative to how much you have to spend on the cards to be competitive in
Yeah.
said tournament? Like is there a discrepancy between
Yes.
any of the leagues? Like
I believe so.
And then people talk about playing the game versus farming the game.
Yes.
Yeah. So there's the elite league. You to challenge for it, you have to pay more, right? The better cards, but you get paid the most as well,
Yeah.
right? The elite league has the most rewards. Then it's gold.
Like the most yield. Like I
Yes.
guess it's probably easier if we just think about it in terms of yield.
Yes.
Yeah,
That
I
is
think
a way to look at it.
to get the best return, right, on an investment, I play all 5 leagues to utilize all the cards.
Yeah.
And manage it on a week-to-week basis, which does take time, right? But
Yeah.
ultimately, it allows me to get a good return each week based on my inventory size, right? Whereas some players don't have that time to keep changing their inventory, etc.
Like
And they'd be only interested in actually just playing in elite or gold, maybe, because it's more flexible, right? You don't have to have certain cards, like there's not much of a star cap in gold. It's 25 stars, right? Whereas in silver and bronze, to keep getting a good return, you keep having to refine your inventory slightly just so that you can challenge. Which is why we always ask, do you want to become a passive player or a active player, right? Because active player,
I feel like for me, I probably lean towards being more passive in the game and then like shaping my idea of my experience on the game through my own tweets.
Ooh, I like that.
Nice. Nice.
I do like that. That's like a good.
Yeah, I guess what I'd do then is possibly just start off
with elite.
Start off with elite, right? Play elite.
Yeah.
It's very easy to play passively, right?
Concentrate all these cards
into 5 really good cards. Well, really 4 because you already have your legendary. So I would get rid of all those get the most out of them you can. Which the not very good ones you'd burn. The other ones you would sell either into bids if they have a decent bid, and then use that to then bid on, rare or basically build up 4 other cards to go with your legendary.
Yeah,
and kind of play the just that one deck you can throw in every week. Like you said last week, you put in your one deck, but you forgot to put the other ones in. So maybe it is best just to have that one deck that you can throw in with your legendary each week.
Yeah. It was like too much work to think about all the other stars and stuff.
Yep.
I didn't feel like doing it.
Yeah. So definitely legendary or epic is going to be or elite's going to be your forte.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then for the fragments, like after I burn the cards, should I just go rip the jade packs now?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go for it.
Because those can definitely it literally just takes one pack to be able to hit.
You could just get anything, any card at all?
Yes.
Okay.
You have a chance to get a legendary, a very small one, but you do have a chance. It's happening.
And then what about the shiny ones? Like does anybody buy those?
I buy shinies. We all buy shinies. Generally, when they're below 0.04, I like to rip them. I've ripped average of about 5 a week here last month.
Wow.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, but I've had good returns on them so far. I've ripped a couple, like 2 dips,
Mm-hmm.
a few others. Like
you get a duplicate and you just like sell it. And that's
yeah.
Is it showing?
No, it's not showing for me. Dang it. That's one thing I didn't try. I tried to make sure. Oh, there we go. We're good.
No, it's showing there.
Let's see. Oh, you got a rare Nani.
Another Nani card. God damn it.
Hey, that's good though. That's a good return.
Wait, my screen froze. Okay,
there we go. We got a Gleb. How many did you buy? 4?
Randomizing it.
Yep. Go ahead and click it one more time.
The last card doesn't want to come out.
Oh, that's pretty good. Hey, that's a pretty good pack.
That's a good pack?
Yeah, that's a pretty good pack for 4 cards. Like you had 2 floors, and technically Nani's a floor, but so you basically got 5 Nanis basically, because right, you got a rare. So that's at least worth 0.01. Or wait, I guess they're down a little bit. So 0.008 floor. I mean bid. But okay,
is
so
there
once
a point
you
to have these 3 separate Merp cards?
Not if you're going to be not playing.
Yeah.
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 So I guess they'll probably just keep 2 of them.
Yeah, I'd sell the rare probably and keep the epic because you can get 2x multiply on the epic, right? So let's say if you want to build 2 decks, right? The second deck can have maybe a few epics and rares, and the top deck can maybe have a legendary, right? Your legendary card, and then possibly add 4 epics. Usually gives you a good chance of finishing in the top 50, right? I think that's probably the optimal way, unless you see a legendary that you feel it's a good listing price. If there's a legendary at a good listing price, for sure, then you can definitely go ahead and get a legendary and challenge for the top 25 if you want. Yeah.
Why is this guru card like say that it's so expensive, and then the top bid is like 20%?
Because people can list it for whatever they want. And one thing to watch out for is there's people out there that like to basically I call it scam people. They will post the bid, and like, so if the bid is like 0.01, they will post 0.1 to make it seem like, oh, they're really close together if someone's like trying to do it quick.
Like they'll post it for sale for 0.1.
Yeah.
When the top bid is 0.01. Okay.
Yeah.
But with Guru, the reason why there's less listings is he's actually off next week. He said he's traveling, which means he's gonna be a good card for reverse. So people are holding on to the card because he's gonna be useful for reverse. And then second of all, the week later he's gonna become a 1-star, right? If he does travel. So it's a useful card to hold on to at the moment, which means you're only gonna ever have 1 or 2 listings if it's an epic. And it might be a high price, right? So that's the main reason.
Makes sense.
Nice. He's got Wall Street, but he's kind of fallen off. Wall Street Bets used to be like a top 10 card early days.
He did. I still like him as a 2-star though, because he has that upside, but he's not playing the cards that we would.
Yeah, that's insane.
Wow, top 3.
Yeah, he was a
year ago.
Must have. Yeah,
a year ago exactly. Top 2.
Yeah. He apparently like the main account holders fired like all the employees and certain things like
they
that.
Had a social media team.
Yeah.
He's like, off
Jeez.
with you guys.
Yeah.
You're doing too good. I'm gonna get rid of you guys.
But you will see that with a lot of heroes. Like some heroes weren't that good at the start, right? And all of a sudden they become good now.
Like Bo.
Some like Vo and John Wang, right?
Mhm.
And then some heroes were literally like Ram. He was another one that was top 10, right?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden now he's kind of just hitting 90th, 100th. So yeah, you'd see different heroes have had varying performances. Very few have been consistent throughout, basically, like ISO Beast, Greg, etc.
Dip's been really good since he came on. You would have been really consistent if you didn't get botted. So laxative can go to H. See, I didn't know that was the reason. So now, like, I like having that little bit of lore behind it. It makes it.
But yeah, I mean, I would imagine that that's what happens.
It makes
Who
sense. Like,
knows?
honestly,
Who knows truly, but I'm pretty sure.
I think the Fantardias are behind you, so we're just gonna make that reality. So that's what happened.
Sweet.
But if so, like, honestly, if you were to put a deck in now, I think with what you have, you would definitely put yourself in. You would put Iceberg. He's not bad. It's epic, and then John is a rare, and then from there you definitely need something else. You need to get rid of other stuff to put more in, because really an epic Icebergy isn't bad. But with you, generally what we say to heroes, like Vo, Easy, any hero that can score really if they wanted to, if they're posting in the top 50. So even like HK himself, he aims for the top 100. And so like we could definitely get you inside that top 100 as well, if not even like as you go and kind of get a feel, like you said earlier, for kind of making the decisions on your own and seeing how, especially when we get hooked up with that mulch sheet or the fantasy sheet, which we'll send you that link in private chat or whatever.
Okay.
It's he updates it very well. He's also, the mult is also part of the fantasy team. He's the like analytic guy and all that fun stuff.
Nice.
Deals with bots and stuff like that.
So Merp, do you know if you go on the marketplace, one of the things that you should do is he always filters by best value, but instead always go high to low, rank high to low, just to see who's at the top, right? And then these are the sort of heroes you kind of want to be thinking, right? As you can see, the legendaries are listed high because there's not many of them listed, right? As for the epics,
what is this?
Let's see. I can't see.
That's a John Wang.
His PFP is like messed up or something.
It's glitching. He might be in the midst of changing it. Who knows? No, probably not.
No,
it's an error.
I think it's a limited edition one because they hold the epics over there as well. Because
so it must be.
Might be, but like I think Intern's one that I picked up recently, the epic, because it's a bit cheaper than the other ones.
What did you get yours for?
Yeah.
I actually overpaid slightly, like 0.35, 0.4, and it's actually listed for 0.33. I just think with the Monad mainnet coming up, he's put Monad Arc or mainnet Arc or something. I think he's going to be more active, in the upcoming weeks. So I kind of look at like catalysts for like certain heroes. That's not the fair value. 1.5 ETH. I'd say he's more close to 1 ETH actually, the legendary. But the epic is like 0.33. His epic.
I would always bid for epics and for legendaries. Generally, don't.
Well, this one's sick. What is this one?
That one is a testnet. That testnet's epics are so crazy good looking.
Wait, is that listed?
Cool.
HK is about ready to buy it from me. Whoa! Dang it!
I already bought it.
Damn it! I was going to buy that right now.
Too late.
Merp, that was quick. That was smart. That was a good move.
This thing is sick. That's a cool card. The reason I bought it is because it's just the same exact price as the other one.
Yeah, that was a smart move.
Can't believe you got a test.
What an idiot listing.
I'm so jealous.
Testnet edition epic.
Retard, not even putting a premium.
Like a lot of people don't realize like that should be a premium on it. So you'll find that.
For sure.
I just can't believe you found it on an intern, man. Damn it. Oh, so if you go up, there was a version of Vo, just to kind of show you the Monad versions. Go up one more, I think. Yeah, Vo. See how there's that stuff on her? That's a Monad version of Vo.
Nice. That's a Monad version, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, see, but look, they have it priced the same too, so they're definitely people aren't putting the premiums on it. But yeah, I would put her more towards. I don't think she's worth the.
What is the
0.069 right now?
What is the actual statistics? Like, how much percentage rarer is this than this?
Oh, well, a lot because you can't pull those anymore. They were only limited edition. They can only be
So it's
pulled
like
so many
insane.
times.
The difference, the delta is like crazy high.
Yeah. So Monad epics, there's not many. Like I know, I think Woe's the only one that I've seen listed ever.
Oh, this one's sick too.
Yep,
That's the testnet,
that's
rare.
a rare testnet.
Yeah.
Is that good
I think
value?
0.4 for
Kind of a
no,
lot.
ICO Beast
probably
is
not,
a little
yeah.
high.
Yeah, it's a bit high.
I would say 0.3 is about where he is the high end for him.
Yeah, but I think the testnet epics are the best ones, and you got intern pretty much right
so,
there.
Man. And that has to go into your deck. Like
that has to go to your silver elite.
No, not silver elite. Yeah, put it with yourself.
Okay.
So we can kind of start building out your elite deck. So we'll put yourself in.
Wow.
We'd put him in. We'd put Icebergy in for the time being.
Really? Okay.
Well, unless you want to replace him, then you put Wang in.
I feel like the Bergie tweets are good, but in this league, like,
well, so like he'd help you get into the. He's a lot better than Stowe or any of the other rares you have, and really better than any of the epics you have as well. But primarily we want to get you one more epic, and then if we can get you something to replace that Bergie, and then eventually replace that John Wang. Well, John Wang rare is really, really good actually. If for the price, since you already have it.
It's capped at his ceiling's only ever going to get. You can only score so much as a rare, right? Because it's a 1.5 multiplier. So ideally, you probably epics is probably what you want. Legendaries, unless someone DMs you and gives you a good card value, right?
Legendaries are hard to come by.
It's hard. Like Kaleo, he's a good one to get because his bids and his listing price are quite similar.
You talking about the epic?
Yeah, Kaleo epic's pretty solid.
Moon is not so grand anymore. Oh, he's gotten a little better though.
No. Moon's actually been a good hero for a bit.
I was thinking of Little Moon Lambo.
Yeah. Because
he's
got a high follower count, which kind of. So I don't know if I touched upon this earlier. Yeah, if you have a high follower count, you kind of need a better engagement than someone with a low follower count. Because.
Really?
Yeah, engagement to follower ratio. Feeds into this score, right?
Wait, so I would score like really highly then if half my followers were like dead.
Yeah, there's a way to get rid of them. We were talking about it with ICO.
I don't know.
Bread. I mean, Bread. Who was it? Bread.
Then.
And the thing that you use is actually spawns is like partnered with.
Years.
Yeah. We're talking about dead followers, like not active. Merp's talking about actual dead followers.
Like actually dead, yeah. Their portfolios are dead, bro.
Oh, dude, Merp cracks me a lot. You're awesome, dude. I feel like there's so many good clips that are going to come out of this one.
But I think the popular epics are like Kaleo, RWLK, Sherlock. He's a good.
Especially with Monad. That's a good pair to put with that intern.
The intern, yeah.
But Vo's like kind of like I don't know. Vo would be really good if you could get her at her bid price.
Yeah, like 0.4 is a decent bid on her.
But her bid's at like 0.3 something, isn't it? So if you could bid just a little higher than that, I think someone might dump it to you.
Definitely. What's Thread guy at? He's a bit higher slightly, right?
See, I'm nervous about Thread guys. I'll be honest, especially with his new company coming out and his tweets. He's kind of been following, and when his company is really up and going, I have a feeling, and I'm sure if I'm wrong, I want to get stoned for it, but I have a really strong feeling that that's why I won't invest in him right now.
Yeah, I did sell a rare, full disclosure.
Yeah, I don't feel like it's a good investment right now.
Who's
like you'd be buying the top.
Oh,
he goes crazy sometimes. Like
the Shlums.
Yeah,
literally, like.
Yeah, it's
maybe actually like one of the best grifters of all time.
You said best grifters of all time.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god, he made so
I didn't know
money.
much. Oh wow! I think beyond the last year, I've only known him for being like super random, super
This guy sold like $400 million of NFTs.
What?
Oh, wow. Wow.
There's some lore
Or
I did
like
not know about.
this entity, whoever
This
has
entity.
control
No.
over the Shlome's identity at that point in time.
What they sell, like how much of NFTs?
Like hundreds and millions of dollars of USD.
That is nuts. That is, dude. I'm loving. We're getting some lore, some alpha from Merp, because that's some lore I want to look into after this. Because like I know there were some people that made crazy money back in 2020, 2022.
What about Sisyphus? Has he not extracted a lot of
Yeah, Sisyphus I know has.
Well,
Not as much.
I don't know. I mean, like, there's like debate about it, but basically what happened is there's like a treasury for an Olympus fork, and there's this guy named Beerus, who like you either believe that Beerus is like a real person, or you believe that Beerus is actually Sisyphus, and like that's the person
right.
who like ended up with like $80 million from
Wow.
I forget the fucking name of it even, but of whatever the fork was, and like Sisyphus alleged that he like submitted documents to the FBI and like et cetera, and like no, I don't think anyone even ever found the guy.
Oh my
so there's people who think one way and there's people who think the other way.
Right, yeah, I heard something about Sisyphus, but I wasn't sure yet. But that must have been it.
Yeah, so he was like working on whatever, like with them or on the protocol or whatever, and so that's the Sisyphus like lore.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's somebody who knows like more details, but it's not me.
Dude, that is cool. Like, yeah, that's nuts.
Right,
so clearly you've been around for a long time. So on that, when did you join crypto? So some Merp lore.
I just like started buying coins in like in 2019, but crypto Twitter is like 2020. And somehow I had like activated my account in 2017. I had like randomly logged into Twitter or something, I guess. So it says that I've been like around for a really long time, but that's not actually
even better. See, I feel like that happens a lot though. Like the more like I was talking to like Greeny and then like Serpentex a bunch of times, and like just a lot of people seem like they started, and like myself included, same with HK. We all like, and yourself, we all started buying tokens years before we actually came to crypto Twitter, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, mine was like kind of quick. It was like within 6 months.
Oh, geez, yeah. So yeah, mine was years after, like years.
I like started buying coins at the end of like summer in 2019.
Oh, and then you joined 2020. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and then like the reason I started buying crypto was like one of my friends back in the day, like 2018 or whatever, was posting about. He was like reposting these like fucking Forex like scammers who had pivoted to like Herps trading or whatever in crypto. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, there's no way it's like this easy to make money. He was like, oh, you know, like you just fucking draw some lines and like fucking put on some leverage and like it's super easy. Just like pay me $30 a month. And like he's like, well, I don't know. It seems like bullshit, but this crypto stuff seems like interesting because it makes sense that like money should become digital. And then so I just like started buying coins, and then got on crypto in like January or something when all the Iran stuff was happening. Like they were bombing oil fields in Iran or something, and so like Bitcoin prices were super volatile. And so I was like researching or something, and that's like how I came across like a Twitter post or something like that. And then here we are 5.5 years later.
No, so did you stay the whole time? Like, cause see, I joined in 2021 at like kind of joined buying about the same time as you, around like 2019, and then didn't join until like NFTs. I kind of got into it, and then I joined crypto Twitter. But then I took a break for a while. Did you stay the whole 5.5 years, or did you take like a little bit of hiatus?
I've never actually taken like an actual break just from tweeting.
Oh, nice. So you were always like there.
Always observing the lore.
Yeah. Let's go. Like, no wonder you know all the lore. You've been here for it.
And did your follow account just grow gradually, or was it because of like was there one event where your follow account just boom?
So it's like
Oh no, we lost him. That was at like a good spot too.
Yeah.
Did we lose him?
Yeah,
Merp.
I can't.
No, that was a good spot. Where'd Merp go? Merp. Oh, he's got his mic muted. Unmute. Wait, can't unmute guest. Their mic isn't connected. He said his mic's not connected. Merp, if you can hear us, your mic's not connected, it says. Merp now eating microwave burrito. The girl's cracking me up in the freaking comments. Girl, you've got to change your name.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I
Yeah.
have to like just say that it's not a girl because I know. It's like,
Yeah, I
for
think his
transparency's sake. His
mic's muted.
Yeah, no, yeah, because it says can't unmute Mike. Let me DM him on X.
oh, my back.
Oh, you're back. You're back. You're back. Okay, so all we heard was that like, we didn't hear anything after HK asked this question.
Yeah, I asked about the follow account thing.
And then you disappeared.
Oh, okay, yeah. I turned on my fucking computer and then my headphones like switched fucking computers. So sorry, but I'm back.
Nice.
Follower count was like, I don't know, it was like a 1,000 or something. Going into like COVID stuff, and then I just like started making friends with crypto people, and then it started growing a little bit. And then like all the GameStop stuff happened with options.
Oh yeah.
Right.
And then I started posting about options a lot, and then people like in CT became to know me as like a options commentary person, and that's like
Right.
interesting to people because nobody really like knows much about it, and it's like kind of complex, or it seems complex. And so like I got posted like Cred like reposted it and put it in his like the technical roundup like newsletter, and so that took my followers from like I was like 2K to like 6 or something, and then since then it was just like when you randomly post something that's like super viral, you get like a couple hundred or 1,000, and then it just like over time it just compounds, I guess. But that the options thing was like what
was like the
what created the hockey stick. Yeah, that was like the L on the hockey stick.
nice. So that was back in 21, right?
Yeah.
3 years ago. Wow. Okay. Damn.
And there was a point where I cared about like increasing my follower count, and like that it was then, and I was like very much motivated to do so, but it's not really a thing that I think about anymore.
Yeah. No, I think the fact that your follower count's at 40K is actually good for your card actually, because you're at that 40K is about the range where you don't have to go super viral to even score well, right? Like you can just hit you can just hit a solid post, and maybe someone quotes it, or someone answers some comments, or a big account replies.
Yeah.
You've had quite a few big accounts reply to your post, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like for example, the one that you've pinned to your account, right? 59K, right? That would be enough to actually get you a solid score, right? Like if you were to hit like obviously 100K, 200K, then obviously you're talking top 20, top 15, right?
Oh, it's impressions. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the main metric. Yeah. Correct. Yeah.
Interesting. So that's why Dip Wheeler does so well.
Yes.
Yeah. And he has a lower follower count, and he gets millions, which means
high
it kind of
concentration.
yeah,
it's because he gets all those bookmarks and stuff.
That's funny.
A lot of white palms.
That's funny. Huh, that's interesting.
He does get shadow banned. Like currently, I think he's shadow banned.
But he still does well, even when he's shadow banned.
Yeah, he's shadow banned. I like put his name in the search bar earlier, and it didn't pop up.
Like, H, you remember that one tournament where he was shadow banned, and like I was worried about it, and then like you're like, yeah, he was shadow banned last week too, and then like he still did like crazy numbers.
Yeah,
because so many people retweet him.
Just too much gooning. It's a It's a Gooner's
Maxi.
world, and we're just
It's a
living in
Gooner's
it.
Oh my god. Instead of
Oh.
Wayne's World, it's Gooner's World. Someone needs to do a remix of that song.
Yeah.
All right, we gotta
Right.
find you. Actually, we've been running long. Do you want us to find you the last filler card for that, or do you? How are you feeling?
I'll just figure something out later.
Perfect. Yeah, because we like to respect your time. I
Nice.
know we've been going for just over an hour, and we started late.
No, I mean I'm fine to hang out more. I just
Okay,
don't really care
perfect.
to like buy more stuff right now.
Okay, perfect. That's even better.
Looking
Yeah.
at the ETH chart, how can you spend your ethers right now?
Yeah.
You know, it's hard
Yeah.
to buy things.
I have this. So it's I think I don't know if it's a complex or what it is, but whenever my ETH goes into, and it's more so now because like when it was on Blast, like when the only reason my ETH was on Blast, in my Blast wallet was for fantasy, but now whenever my ETH goes into my base wallet, which I can see on my fantasy wallet, like I have this thing where I have to put it into fantasy cards. I don't know why. It works out for me, like in the
That's
long
funny.
run, but like you know how you said you look at it, like let's look at this in the form of yield. Like that's how
Yeah.
I like to look at it. Is like so I try to put every card in. I try to get rid of cards that aren't going to yield well. That I can't. That doesn't score me at least like 700 points or yeah, it's definitely. And HK helped me with one thing, like whenever I do decide to deploy more capital, like I needs to make sure that over X amount of weeks, it's going to return that amount or more over X amount of weeks or months.
Yeah.
And it's good, easy to do that too when you know if they were to stop getting income right now, they could still run for 2 years, which is nice and it definitely helps deploying.
For sure, yeah.
Go ahead.
I think the runway definitely gives you that sort of security to think, you know, you can just place these decks every week, right? I think some players obviously go the farming route. I like to actually challenge and try winning silver and bronze,
Again?
right? At least I've not won silver before. I've won bronze before.
Oh yeah,
I've
no.
not won silver, but
the Molt won bronze or silver.
yeah, he
I
did.
thought that was you.
Yeah, I was actually leading silver for like pretty much most.
Wait, you didn't win it this week?
No, I ended up third. Like I think
I thought Nick was gonna win it for you.
Yeah, I think Nick and Greg kind of slowed down towards the end of the tournament, and then others kind of moved up. But yeah, I think you have to have that balance. Like you can only earn ETH if you actually challenge, right? Like if you actually challenge in each league for the top spots. So like I always want to earn a target. I always have a target of how much ETH I want. I always try getting 0.1 to 0.2, right? Every tournament. Which I've kind of been hitting most weeks, right? But last week was the first sponsored tournament. I don't know if you saw Merp. It was.
I did
kind
see
of,
that the Zed thing.
The Zed tournament, right? Yeah. So they came along and they put 15,000 worth of tokens towards the prize pool, right? And then so basically I got $400 more than what I would have if I was to just place third, right? So it's definitely
when you get paid rewards, does it just send the ETH into your wallet, or like how does that work? Okay,
you have to claim it, but it just like so once you hit the claim, it goes.
Oh, why do I have like fucking 15x the amount of like stuff for season 1 than I do season 2 and season 3? Is that just like the
rewards were different?
Oh, okay.
They switched the rewards payout.
Can we switch back?
If you can hero,
you and ICO are on the same page on that.
Bro, what the fuck?
Well, because like season 1 was I think a longer period too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was also wondering if maybe like because I just never like played, if it just compressed.
It does help.
If it just compressed all of my quote unquote whatever rewards from seasons 2 and season 3 into season 1, maybe.
Yeah. So it is the fact that they have said that players because they want to like incentivize heroes to play as well. So it does. You do like again nothing said on the show is meant to come as a from the team, but it has been hinted at by Kippet on Spaces and stuff and interviews that it does. It's better for the hero to play as well. Put a deck in each week, utilize your legendary. So
Makes
it
sense.
definitely doesn't hurt to do so.
And then what are these fan points? Like, what do I do with them?
For now, they have the utility of using them for vote out and vote in of heroes.
Okay. And then what's this tactics thing? That's like the different type of game, or
yep, it's going to be returning. There's going to be a new spin to it.
Okay.
But yeah, it's going to be returning. It's a more like easier way to play where you don't have to own the cards.
Oh, interesting. It's like a fantasy for fantasy.
Yep.
That's cool. Okay. I'm trying to look through all this shit and see if there's anything that I meant to ask you that I forgot to ask.
And we appreciate it. Yeah. So like I say, ask any questions you want. And I will gladly answer them. These are the ones I like the most, these kind of episodes. It's been a while since we've had one.
So, I mean, you guys were advocating for playing rares in the elite tournament, or was that you just meant that as like a placeholder?
So yeah, I play only rares in mine, but since I don't have a card, and HK used to do the same before he was a hero. He actually did the same as I do
but not even the epics, just the rare ones.
Yeah, he just play rare and commons like myself, and then once he has a legendary, he has a higher. Because really, without a legendary, you don't have a real high chance of like scoring real high.
Okay.
So getting
because how the multipliers work.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I'm able to score in the top 800. Like this week, I generally put 6 to 7 decks into elite each week, and
I think I got like 200 or something, which that's good. I was like satisfied with that.
Click main 2 next to it. That you said main 3, main 2. There you go.
Yep.
Yeah, 227. I got somebody like I got wrecked in the end or something like.
Yeah,
the numbers were the numbers were like twice as high, and then I looked the next day and I had just gotten like shit on. It's like fuck. Somebody maybe somebody just outperformed everyone.
No, I think what happened was on the Wednesday night we had the Kanye token launching, right?
Yes.
And then all of crypto Twitter just woke up and started posting, right, left, right, center.
Yeah.
Everyone
changed the leaderboard.
So everyone got diluted.
Yep.
Then the next morning, if you didn't have any heroes that posted, your decks dropped. So
damn.
Because I blame Kanye.
Yeah, blame.
Just another thing to fucking blame Solana for ruining.
Yeah.
All right.
Damn Solana.
I hate Solana. I hate everything about it.
So that you're happy that we went to base.
You don't have to comment on that, but I felt like saying it.
Yeah, I just thought it was funny because like you definitely probably wouldn't have been here then if the fantasy went to Solana, because I guess it was Solana or base and they went.
Yeah, I mean maybe. Who knows? Like, I mean, free money is pretty powerful. Carrot, right?
Yes, it is, and that's where I feel like
free money is chain agnostic for sure.
Yeah. Clip that
for sure.
I like that. I'm gonna be posting that a bunch this week. Actually, I'll save that for HK. HK, that's a good hero post for you for next week. That'll do some numbers.
I know what. I'll clip the Solana bit and tag Merp.
Merp, yeah, that'll get you some engagement.
Oh my goodness.
Let's go.
Bro,
and then
Merp
will jump in
like
there.
who even is that guy? Like now nobody even knows who I used to be somebody. Now, now I meet people at conferences and I tell them whatever, and they're like, "Oh, Mert," and I'm like, "Kill yourself."
Like, no, I have too much hair to be Mert.
No, I don't. I'm bald also.
Oh, really?
That makes it worse. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Because people know that he's bald.
Yeah.
So they're like, "Oh, Chuck Shaw." Oh, they just hear some guys make something with the letter M, and it's like a 4-letter word with the M in front of it, and they're like, "Oh, that's crazy." I just
that is
fuck.
Oh man, I feel like sometimes we're living in like the Twilight
Bro,
Zone.
he even has the 0x in his name. Like, what
Maybe
is
he
this?
originally like he went Merp. Like it's literally you just have one letter different in your name, right? Like
Yeah,
OX
he has
Merp,
like an
OX Merp.
He has like
Oh,
underscore
okay.
or something.
So his isn't even original then if you had to use the underscore.
No, yeah, somebody. Wait, yeah, who's the real 0x Merp?
Exactly. You gotta
It's
find him.
not him. It's not him. The guy who has the Merp title, just plain Merp. The last time he tweeted was about like his T-Mobile phone bill in 2018.
Oh, the actual 0x Merp?
No, just Merp.
Oh, just
Merp.
Merp, like straight Merp.
Oh, somebody bought it. That's annoying.
Ah.
That's funny.
You can see. Yeah, you can see.
People are trying to sell it to me. I don't like. It's what's the point? I don't know.
Yeah, someone tried telling me the word just carpenter, and I was like, I don't want. I'm carpenter.
It's cool, but like the
Yeah.
value is the value really there? Like the only reason it's valuable is because of the other name.
Exactly.
So it's like this shouldn't have any value to you. Like fuck off. Just like like you know, I'm not giving you like $6,000 or $10,000 for a fucking handle.
No crap. It's nuts. Like, do you remember the whole thread guy .eth thing?
Uh-huh.
Oh god, like they were trying to like
To
people
snipe
were
it,
buying
right?
it. Yeah. Well, they did. Some other person bought it for a stupid amount and then upped the price. And then
Yeah.
he just ended up minting not thread guy. And he's like, yeah, screw off, guys.
The guy who has Gengar.eth is like some giga whale.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's unlikely to ever. He registered it for like 6 years.
Oh, geez. What? So Gengar, like, what's the lore behind the Gengar PFP?
I just like it. And I just put it once, and then I just started putting different Gengars, and then my profile picture used to be like very different. It used to be like I almost put it actually earlier for this stream, but I could probably change it right now.
Yeah, change it. I want to see. Because I'll be honest, I like I've always known you as the like Gengar, and I love the Gengar. And my kids like when they see one of your posts, they're like, "Hey, what's that one say?" And I click on like you want to know what it says? And they're like, "No, I just want to look at the picture."
That's funny. Okay, let me find this.
This is awesome. There's been a lot of lore and stuff, and I like this episode.
This is one of the old ones.
Oh, let's make you bigger. Hold on, let me make you bigger. Let me do this real quick. We're gonna make a change. We're gonna.
This one's actually super sick, but I don't know why I changed it. I stopped identifying with this Pepe in the raincoat.
Oh really? Oh, I like that one update. Here I had HK's face covered. I made you big. So
there's also a time where I was this Pepe, and he was like he's in front of a hospital door, and it's like there's like rain pouring on him. And he's like in the trench coat, in the raincoat, and then I changed it to this, and then I changed it to the Gengar. I think I can't really remember.
So was there a meme coin with the Pepe with the trench coat or raincoat or no?
No, just a Pepe.
I love it.
I don't like putting my profile to like
to
associated with like a specific like financial instrument. I feel like that's like in most cases it's like rather cringe.
Yep. Yeah. As I have a Bodago, but I identify with that. Like,
is that that's an I mean like an NFT is not the same as like
true. Yeah.
You know, like repping some shit coin.
Exactly. Yeah. I could never set it to like a shit coin or even like
people think mine's Pepe, but mine's from an NFT collection that's like a derivative to what do you call it?
It's on Cardano,
Ordinal Maxi Biz, I think on.
Okay, yeah.
It's actually a rip off on Cardano, basically.
Because that's where you made your thing.
Funny.
Yeah, so mine's one of the cleaner NFTs in that collection, but yeah,
that's awesome.
Nice.
I can't change it now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. People talk about like changing profile pictures and how it changes engagement. I have no idea. I think it seems plausible that it would hinder your engagement to be changing your profile picture, but also I could see it being plausible that it just wouldn't. I don't know.
Yes. So like mine, when I first started with the fantasy stuff, I had a Blast PFP like during Blast summer, right? It was and I still like the founder a lot. I still talk to the founder. It's Unchained Adam, his original Wolves on Blast. I had one of his. I really liked it. It looked like it was like a fox wolf. But then, and I had my Bodago. But then I found one I liked with the spinny hat that my kid helped me pick out. And then,
Nice.
so I moved it to that. And then, that's when I really got close with like Clemente and like started talking to him, like not close, but yeah, talking to Clemente. And he's the reason I doxed. And so I'm glad I switched to a Bodago. And then, but I noticed like my stuff went up. Well, it's also because like the Bodago started like supporting and stuff, and then like definitely the Fantardios really started helping push too. So I feel like it can be a positive or a negative, right? Like I feel like if I switch now, it'd probably be a negative. But the only way I'd switch is if it was like a picture of me. But I'm probably never gonna do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Guys,
I built
think
the brand around it.
I'm gonna have to call it because it's getting
Yep.
a bit
It's late for you in the
in
UK.
Europe. Yeah. But no, it was nice having Merp on today for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Merp, for being on. Thank you for the lore. Hopefully to see you start kicking some butt in Elite.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if it is feasible.
Let's do it. All right. Well, thank you both. Thank you everyone for watching. We will be live again on Monday for Fantasy Countdown, 30 minutes before the show. And then again at 2 p.m. Eastern for Fantasy Talk Live. Have a great weekend, guys.
Peace.